And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to Touhou 17. Wanna try beating this thing, well, on Lunatic with shot types. I haven't done so yet, though the problem is that they are not very good shot types, so I have my doubts how well this is gonna go. I could use WBaWC or Marisabi, I think. The ones that I haven't done yet. Well, the other ones are the Youmu ones, but Youmu is very bad at anything that is not Wolf. And I already have the Wolf one. I don't know how this is gonna go. Kinda have my doubts. Not to mention, there is also another thing I didn't take into account yesterday when I played Touhou 16. 16 has a lot of resources, not just because of the sub-season system, but also because of the fact that extra lives, the way they are earned, is very messed up. You do it with score, so you can get a lot of them. Also, there were some specific spirits you could get here by doing very particular stuff. That one I remember the condition, but some other ones, not so sure if I remember. That was close. But another problem is that most resources you don't really get them directly. You kinda get them after activating, well, the main mechanic of this game, that is roar, and that's bad because it can become a little bit annoying to do so. But I'll try. I mean, Rainbow's shot types are all at worst decent. This one is not like it's the worst one she has, but still does well enough. Just wish it will do better. I think that the resource acquisition is basically the hardest thing this game has, without a doubt. But then here, ideally you will want to attack and focus. The whole point of this shot type is that you attack and focus, and it works, but you also lose all the precision that comes with focus. So a lot of patterns you don't want to dodge them like that. Whatever. Almost forgot how weird some of the songs in this game are. This one I wouldn't say that it's bad, but it's just weird, especially the timing on the notes. I don't know. I think a lot of people back when this game released didn't like this song either. Well, this song or the one that comes afterwards. If I recall correctly, the requirement here, yeah, it was basically, as I remember, you gotta take down the mid-boss from up close. And you can use bomb for that, so Seems like the perfect idea. Well, so far the roar activations are going well. So far. Might not constantly be like that, but it's only stage 2 to be fair. Also, how is it going, Silly Shark? Yeah, I'm doing well. Just starting the first run of today. Okay, we'll see how rough this gets. This game does get quite rough later on. We will see. Oh, this is Spellguard. This is one of those trap Spellguards that you have to know beforehand. It's one of those that you're supposed to go upwards with it. Until you realize, and then it's too late. Whatever. Oh, this is actually a very good roar to use against that Spellguard. Actually, very good roar. I'm bombing this. Shame that I messed up the collection of the spirit. Whatever. I don't know how good this is. I don't think it's very good. The resources in this game are not as plentiful as the previous one, so this amount of resources might not look very good, but it's not like I can do much better than this. Oh, here you also needed the Otter spirit activation to get the special spirit from the mid-boss. I don't know if I can do that. Would be nice. Oh, I could bomb. Hold up. I need a green. Another one? There you go. That's too early though, and not to mention that I got hit like a moron. Damn it. I don't think that at this point I can get enough spirits to activate Roar again before the mid-boss. Will be nice, but I don't think so. Not to mention that I think that you have to activate Roar in a very specific... Oh, I actually have enough to do it. But if I activate it right at the beginning, it's not gonna work, right? Yeah, well, it's not gonna work if I get hit either, but... that wasn't very good. I think the best thing I can do is just forget about the special spirit activations, but the issue is that they are useful because they give you one more fragment of bomb and life, I think. Maybe power as well. I don't remember that one, but I think they do give you more power too. Right? Wow, this shot type is killing every enemy before it spawns. Well, maybe not the big fairies like that one, but the damage is a lot better than I was expecting it to be. Actually impressive amount of damage. So maybe it's not that impressive and I'm exaggerating. I also probably shouldn't have picked up those spirits. Those point spirits. There wasn't really any reason to. Whatever. These are just like UFO, collecting some of these spirits in some situations, it's borderline impossible. You're just gonna die if you do. I'm surprised that didn't kill me. I ended up getting hit anyways. I didn't have any bomb there. For what I remember, that wasn't an easy spell card at all. Oh, that's a full Eagle Roar. It's gonna last quite a bit. And also, it's pretty hard here to actually hit the boss without hitting the spirits if I use the unfocused shot with the auto aim. I don't think it would have happened. But pretty funny that in this game you need to leave the dialogue on the screen to pick all of the spirits that are running around. That's very silly. I feel like it should, well, I guess letting you not collect them as a choice, it would be nice, but like, it is nice, but I feel like there should also, like, maybe they should be able to be auto-collected if you go to the top of the screen, like the items. I don't know. Maybe that's also something that scorers wouldn't like. Hard to tell. But it's pretty silly to try to look behind the dialogue simply to collect items, you know? It's gonna be a neutral roar. I mean, there's no problem in doing a neutral roar. And in this case, it might be an even better idea because it's gonna last less. It means that the chances of you getting hit during it are a lot lower than they normally will if it was longer. Oh, this pattern. Oh, actually, well, staying in the middle, yes, but only with the first ones. And that was actually very comfortable to those, surprisingly. Oh, and the damage here is so good, you can actually kill these enemies before they even get the chance to shoot. That's good. Well, that's because of the roar. No, but even without the roar, the damage is good enough for that too. Maybe I underestimated this shot type. It's not doing badly at all. Also, I don't remember what the condition here was. I think it was grazing. Oh, actually, it was something like grazing at the same time that you down the spell card or something. So some of these conditions are extremely weird. It was something like that. I didn't have any bombs. At least it's nice that it drops 2 spirits when you die. A UFO will never do that. That game hates the player too much to allow something like that. Should have waited a little bit to activate it or whatever. We're still fine. Oh, these bullets track you. I did remember the whole thing with the green bullets, but I did not remember that you were chased by those. Okay, I'm not trying to dodge these patterns, honestly. They are way too dangerous. Nice. Didn't mean to pick that up. This is already the final spell guard, so you can give it another bomb, why not? Oof. Shame that that activation didn't last anything. Actually, look at the pattern, it looks pretty nice. Shame that it's so deadly. This is pretty much the best song in the game. This Metropolis. I think that's the name of the song. Did I have bombs? Because no, I didn't. At least I hope I didn't. And if I'm not mistaken, here the condition to get this mid-boss special spirit was killing it while 3 spirits were on the screen at the same time, or something like that. Or was it 5? So the 5 will be too ridiculous, right? There is no way it was 5. No, it could have been 5. Is that at this rate they are gonna disappear? I'm assuming it's gonna be 3 and not 5. Yeah, but at least... know if that's exactly the case, but it did spawn. I don't think there were 5, so I should probably collect here. These things are gonna start disappearing. There we go. So here the idea will be to not get hit by anything. That will be nice. Again. There's just too many spirits. You know, I keep forgetting that the resource spirits is better to collect them when you are already roaring instead of like this. Because if I get hit here, I'll lose it. I'll lose the resource. How will it do against the Haniwas? It doesn't seem like it's doing very good though. Because I mean, the problem is that you're gonna constantly focus on the Haniwas and not on the boss. Well, and then I died. Forgot there were no iframes after Auroris dispelled. So I lost a full stock of bombs there basically. They are almost no iframes after your roar is cancelled. This is actually probably the worst part about this shot type. Here she's constantly gonna aim at the Haniwa, And that wouldn't be a problem in itself if it wasn't for the fact that they don't stop spawning. So you're never gonna damage the boss like that. Oh, I didn't have any bombs. Well, considering it was my first run of the day, I don't think that that was that bad. But I'm not sure. Now that I saw that, I don't know if this shot type can go that far like this. The other thing I could do is do Marisa Otter, which is basically bomb spamming like a moron. I could do that. Is that bomb spamming like a moron? Not a big fan of that playstyle. When you use the Otter Spirit, that's what you gotta do. Not to mention collecting Otter, even if it's not a bad strat, but will be better. Essentially, you're not gonna get any damage boost like that. You're gonna get more safety, but only for specific patterns. Aside from that, the strategy is essentially bomb spamming as much as you can. That's what you're intended to do. Well, I got the special spirit at least. It's not bad. That's thanks to Marisa though, more than anything else. Marisa's focus shot always being top notch. It has a red master spark, that's pretty cool. And it lasts for a very long time, actually. Like, that was a long ass master spark. And collect this. Just like that. Okay. Here I cannot really cancel these bullets by starting up close as they move very fast. Oh, but you can cancel these ones and they essentially don't shoot any bullets when they reach the bottom. That's useful. If only I didn't fail on picking up the spirits. I failed on not bombing, which is arguably worse. That will have to be a reset. Not sure still if I wanna do with this one. Oh, this is also, I think, the first Touhou game that pressing the R key on the pause menu doesn't really work. That's a shame. Hold up, let me position my keyboard better so I can press this thing better. Should be fine like this, I think. Didn't really need to reposition it yesterday, but it's mostly because the game that I played yesterday allows for very brain dead playing. This one, only a little bit. Not that much. Oh, come on, dude. Really seems that when you start retrying, you start getting killed by the dumbest things possible. Really feels that way. Things that you usually never get killed by start killing you. Just because you reset. the course of resetting, I guess. I survived that. Isn't this activation a little bit too early? And the worst part is that it killed the spirits. So I didn't get the... But more than the spirits, I mean the ghosts. The problem is that here the terminologies start getting a little bit confusing. But whatever. So what happens when I activate a roar that is not of the main type of spirit that I have? Does it last less, or what's the deal? In theory you still get... I mean, you can still use the roar. Well, there it lasts less simply because I don't have the fifth one, but... And again, unfortunately, this activation is useless if you don't shotgun. Well, and Marisa Eagle is kinda like that. If you spam bomb like a moron, I think that you can get extremely far with this shot type. Since the rest of the shot type is decent. Like the missiles deal good damage. I could... Oh, actually I need to activate... I think that the items don't stay on the screen when you switch a stage. I think they all disappear. You need to pick them up no matter what. Come on, dude. Can't believe it. One of those bullets' trajectories ends up being something that I wouldn't take into account. It really pisses me off. I don't think I could have done much about that. God damn it. I don't think there's any other shot type though that could do better of the remaining ones. Promise, I really not a fan of the idea of retrying like this, but what I should be doing is I should be bombing more. Like, this shot type is for bombing and that's it. It bomb even in places that you don't think it will be necessary. Just bomb. And the bomb seems good enough. I don't think it's as good as Raymus, but it should be good enough for winning. That's the idea. It's winning. I already killed one of the spirits. Doing this one properly is actually extremely hard. Getting the mid-boss spirit on that. I mean, since it's at the beginning of the game, you can always retry, but I don't wanna retry. I think that not killing all the enemies there really reduces the potential you have for getting resources by quite a lot. I think all those fairies drop a spirit. I don't remember how you could tell that an enemy will drop a spirit. If there was an indication or not, though. For the most part, I'm not really paying attention to my enemies. I'm mostly paying attention to the bullets. It's like a more useful idea to me. It almost lasted for the entirety of the non-spell. Still gonna bomb everything I can. Because I mean, even bombing everything I can, it might still not be enough anyway, so I as well try. Pretty sad that I had to activate there. So it's pretty easy to underestimate how much, like how useful Reimu's auto aim is in these stages. It is very useful to deal with minor enemies very easily. Keep in mind that no matter how many bombs you have, one thing you wouldn't be able to do is, while you are activating, you cannot bomb. Just pressing the bomb button, what it does is makes you pop the roar, and you cannot get the rewards from it. That's bad. Take the extra life. See, that's what I absolutely hate. The fact that at least Shun didn't bother making the sprites transparent, so you could at least see, you know, what you are looting. No, he did not want to do that. He didn't feel like doing that. I was gonna say that ideally you want to use those type of roars on spell cards, so you capture them, but it's not like points matter for anything in this game anyway. So you're not gonna get more resources for scoring. You can just forget about it. So I don't remember, grazing in this game didn't have any functionality aside from scoring, right? In many other Touhou games, grazing does something. I don't think it does anything here outside of top scoring. But I also say in many Touhou games, no, it tends to be the minority that actually do something by grazing. Definitely not the majority. In fact, outside of Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom, I don't know which other one actually has something like actually useful from grazing. The screen shake is a little bit of an annoyance, honestly. It's something that will constantly happen with this bomb, and especially since it lasts for a very long time, you know. So here the activation, I could leave it for later on the mid boss. That's assuming I don't die earlier. If I am not mistaken, what's supposed to take her down is simply that while that thing is active, and you get a chicken. Pretty funny. Racing a lot here. In that it seems that resource-wise I'm not doing that well. One of the bullets that spawned there actually killed me. So that getting close like that will be a good idea, but it seems that it was not. It is what it is. I'm gonna bomb here simply to pick this stuff up. Yeah, a lot of these spell guards, well, a lot of patterns in general, you want to go close to the bullet spawn simply to cancel bullets before they can even become a threat. Just a lot of those also spawn bullets in a weird way and end up killing you. That's not good. I need that. I could get that. I will say that's good enough. Actually protects me from quite a lot. And in fact here you can go from up close and you also cancel everything while the Otter Roar is active. That's a neutral roar. Yeah, that's bad. Oh, this spell guard in general is like extremely annoying. It's fine. Alright. Yeah, I don't think this is very good resource-wise. At all. Yeah, that was a lot of grace. Wait, do I have a bomb available? I have two. Not one, but two. Couldn't pick those two up. Yes. But I could actually pick it up there. Not like I care too much about Actually, the bomb fragment, now that I think about it, it only takes 3 fragments to get a bomb. It's actually not a bad deal. Too many bullets. Fortunately here, Rainbow does this part very well, Marisa not so much. But maybe if it was Marisa Eagle. But for some reason it says that I clear with Marisa Eagle, I don't know why. I don't think I got a 1 coin clear. I should check the leaderboards and see what they say. I don't remember. I think I might as well activate here, right? You can actually cancel every single bullet by doing it like this. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's not very cool though. God, right at the end. Come on. Why you gotta be like that? I don't even know how many bombs I had available there. It is what it is. Did I miss the bomb fragment? I couldn't really see. And the screen shake definitely doesn't help. Alright. From this distance, you can cancel every single bullet from these patterns. And here you cannot really cancel the red ones, so you can cancel the ones that track you down. I try bombing it, I just did it too late. That's a shame. It is what it is. It might be better to bring Reimu to this, I feel. It might be a better idea. It's also true that I didn't really use Marisa very well here. Especially with the fact that you're supposed to bomb a lot. And I did bomb a lot, but I could have bombed more. I didn't bomb as much as I could have. But it is true that Marisa makes these non-spells completely free. Well, and this spell card as well. Just that spell cards have a lot of health, so even with this, you're only gonna get so far, you know. Well, I'm bombing. That's wild. Okay. One of the items actually disappeared from the screen. especially stage portions like this one are quite different when you use Reimu Eagle and when you use Marisa like this. Quite different. The Otter activation can really deal with a lot of stuff, but the thing is that it's not like you can keep it active constantly, you know? It doesn't really work like that. Oh, and here, for not having Reimu, this is gonna get filled with bullets that I cannot dodge. Reimu really did a lot of things right here. But here I'm actually not gonna get the, especially if I do that, not gonna get the spirit either from the mid-boss. That's something that I do remember about this game, that most runs, for one reason or another, I always ended at stage 5, and when you get to stage 6, you usually get there with very little resources, you know? That's what I remember, at least. The little that I remember. I don't really remember that much from when I play this game. I think it's been a very long time since I played this game after all. Wasn't it? Like it was a very long time ago. Whatever, I'll take that. Unfortunately, well, actually, she can cancel the arrow bullets, but it has to be from this distance, and they cannot be any faster than that. I remember what the problem with Reimu was here. Good luck not aiming at the Haniwas here. You are 100% aiming at that. That's the issue. Not sure what to do. Hold up. I wanna check what I mentioned. Player data, score, lunatic. So Marisa Eagle has a clear. Wait, really? That's a 1 coin clear. It has to be. I don't have it on YouTube though. Oh, gotta back up my replays. Marisa Eagle is here, yeah. So I did do this and I never bothered to highlight it, I guess. Why are these spell practice sale? What even are these that are so important? It's a Saki one, it's the survival. Come on bro, the survival isn't even that hard. And what about the other? I think this is a cakey one, isn't it? Correct. What, the final one or what? It is the final one. Why the fuck did I save this? There is nothing impressive about doing that. Whatever. I guess I'm gonna replace those two. Whatever. Let's... I guess I could try Reimu again then. Reimu Eagle, but she really has to do something about the Haniwas. She ain't beating anything if she cannot deal with that. Now what will happen if I will collect Otter Spirits but use this? Because it feels that the Eagle activation compared to just her, well, regular, in quotation marks, unfocused shot, seems that the normal one is probably not better, but it's good enough to not really need an activation. And at the same time, if you activate Otter, you get the shield, so even if it lasts longer for not being of the same type, it seems like it will be a good idea. I will have to check. Not now, because I already picked Eagle, but I guess on the other ones. I mean, obviously this shot is very powerful and everything, but the one I already have is certainly not weak. I wanna see what happens if I go for Otter instead of Eagle. I mean, a lot of patterns, as we saw with Marisa, should become free. So the duration, I think it's not like that lengthy, but I don't think it never. That's so stupid. Why did you get hit by that? Come on. I didn't really lose any resources, but still pretty dumb. Like something weird happened to the sound there, right? It's like it went lower, then it immediately went higher. A little bit weird. I think it's only when this shot type gets to full power that you can start abusing the enemies pretty easily. The stage enemies. Okay, that was thankfully close enough. I didn't mean to activate Eagle there, but might as well. Even at full power, those fairies are still hard to hit. Without a doubt. That's a good way to corner myself, yeah. It's pretty crazy I couldn't activate up until now. It took me all that time just to activate. since I have this item, ideally you don't wanna get hit. I didn't get hit yet. If you don't have all of the slots possible with the otter, it's not gonna last almost anything. It still lasts some time, but could be a lot better. Okay, well then here for example with 3 it barely lasts anything. I don't think I had bones, so at least I hope I didn't. Well, another thing that happens when you go for a different type than the main one you have is that when you die, the ones that get dropped are the ones that of the main type you have, so you are encouraged to go for that type. Just that after seeing Otter in action in a lot of patterns, really want to go for Otter every time now. It's obviously not gonna last that long. So you could wonder why I'm not picking Rainwater then, but I already have a 1 coin clear with her precisely because of how broken she is. Pretty much the most broken character in the game. And the most broken simply because of how extremely easy it is to use. Yeah, I'm thinking here that perhaps not activating Eagle is actually affecting my performance. Rather than my performance, I mean my survivability. My performance is the same. So we won't activate yet. Might as well activate Eagle now. I do like the way the Eagle activation looks like though. It's pretty nice. I mean, for most characters it looks nice. The nice thing about it. Yeah, and then this part, Rainbow Eagle trivializes it like it's nothing. So here. Do this activation. I got the positioning wrong. It's fine though. Those still make it white cream. That was a neutral activation. I counted wrong, my bad. almost got obliterated by that laser. Those were some nice dodges at least, I gotta admit. Didn't mean to get that one though. Guess we will. And then this. I really hate this Belguard so much. There's probably a strategy that makes it free, but I wouldn't know it. It's an extremely annoying Belguard to do. I don't even know how you could exploit it, really. Not like you can avoid hitting the enemies. Well, you can hit them from up close, and doing that makes them not shoot bullets. But I mean, as nice as that is, it doesn't really make it perfect. Was also a neutral activation. Gotta really... Oh, that was unfortunate. I got hit right at the end of that. That's a shame. I don't even know if I had any bombs. Hopefully not, but I probably did. Might as well do a full eagle activation. I'm surprised that at this point of the game they can still give you power items that essentially serve no purpose at all. I mean, even if you die, I think that it will be better to have anything else. It's a shame that Reimu's bomb, when she's not in her otter variation, it's so bad. I mean, it's just Fantasy Seal, a good old Fantasy Seal. That's precisely the issue. Okay, not bad. Unfortunately, I will be one spirit away from activating here, which a problem. God damn it, dude. I disconnected and it distracted me. God damn it, dude. Disconnected for a little bit. That's something that in games like this, it cannot happen, assuming that it's a run that will go somewhere. Unlike this one, but in case it's a run that is good, A disconnection like that completely fucks up the run. It make it look like a fake run. There's also YouTube changed the UI of the control panel of the stream, and it makes it a little bit annoying to track if there is a disconnection. I mean, I saw it because of OBS, but if I wasn't looking, I wouldn't have been able to see it. Well, it didn't appear as a disconnection on the control panel anyway, so I guess I wouldn't have known if I hadn't decided to look at OBS at that precise moment. Not like it makes a difference though, as you can see this run is not gonna go anywhere, but hey. I'm very tempted to try Yomo, but I know that that's a terrible idea. Might as well try her, I guess, but Reimu without using Reimu, I mean Yomu, sorry. Without Wolf is kinda shit. Like, she can barely hit anything. But unless you go for unfocus, but fully relying on unfocus, I don't know about that. Yeah, I almost forgot that while you focus, you're not gonna shoot a regular bullet. The good thing about this Yomu Eagle is that when she starts shooting, the shot looks very nice. It looks like this, looks like you're killing the whole screen. But it doesn't deal as much damage as it looks like it does. It's just that the range is insane. It truly is, but that's as far as it goes. And it's especially not useful at all against bosses. I think even shotgunning doesn't deal that much damage with that thing. I remember something about the damage on this shot type being bugged, but I can't remember if that was true or not. Maybe I'm mistaking it with something else. It's possible. See, for example, here against this boss, it's not gonna do anything. At least she can shoot while focusing, which regular Yomu cannot do. I think that shotgunning doesn't make a difference, basically. Maybe the thing that was bugged was the focus shot, unless you pick Wolf. I think it was something like that. I think I remember Yomu in this game, one of the shot types being bugged. And because it was bugged, it just was a worse shot type. I can't remember if it was this one or not. That's bad. It's that without Wolf, her focus shot doesn't go high. And that's a problem. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a good idea. Essentially being most of the time unfocused like this is gonna be extremely painful. The Rainbow, at least you can switch to focus with no problem. So with Yomu, not quite. Probably seems that every time that I'm getting the activation is like the boss decides to appear. Also, apparently that wasn't close enough to trigger the mid-boss spirit. That's weird. It looked close enough to me. Surprisingly, I could just chill down here and not get hit by anything. Very surprisingly. Shame about the lack of spirit, because at this point I'm gonna get an activation again when the boss comes, completely rendering the whole thing useless. This thing is not supposed to be used against bosses. But whatever. I mean, that this being the Yomu experience is an issue. This with this spell card, Yomu's focus shot is gonna get some action, I guess. Even here, the damage is absolutely shit. So maybe it is bugged after all. I don't think it's justified for the damage to be that insanely low. That just seems extremely low. Sometimes I just need to use a bomb to deal with what she has. Okay. And the moment it ended, I went to unfocus just to deal damage, and I immediately died because of the fast movement. You know, I don't think this shot type has any future. Any future or any present, really. Essentially, it's between Marisa B or Reimu C. Marisa Otter or Reimu Eagle. One of the two. Finally, I get this activation in the middle of the stage. I almost thought it was not possible. As impressive as it looks, I think the whole shot type is not worth it. You could say like, well, everything is worth it simply because of that activation. No, not really. The disadvantages are too bad and too many. You know, to deal with them. Here the enemies die pretty nicely. I fucked that up. Here I need to activate Otter. But this is so ass. I mean, that's what's gonna keep happening. That's how the shot type is. The moment you are not activating, you are nothing. You're absolutely dead. I don't think Yomu Otter will be much better, right? I mean, it's not like her bomb is good, and even if it was good with Otter, at that point just, you know, pick Marisa. Way better alternative. Well, at least I will be able to get to stage 4. That's something. And gotta count it as a victory, because otherwise we could see that this run was completely worthless. I mean, it was, but we don't wanna say that. Trying to dodge without using focus is very funny. Very bad though. Oh, and this one is gonna suck even more. It seems that one thing that this thing does well, not when you're activating Eagle Roar, but when you are in your normal shot, what it does well is shotgunning. That roar in against this thing is not a good idea. I got it to stage 4. That's something. You know, that's not gonna go anywhere. Especially not if I do that. And I'm out of bombs. So what are we doing now? No bombs, no nothing. I mean, at least as expected, the unfocused shot type deals decent damage, but I don't think it's worth it regardless. I couldn't even get to stage 5 with this one. So I think that the one I'm gonna lock in with is Marisabi. I gotta do it. it, dude. I knew that it was gonna be tough, but I would at least like to see the final stage at least once. That would be pretty cool. But I'm having my doubts if that's even doable. I don't think it might be. What? Oh, I pick up the power spirit by accident, but didn't drop the mid boss one. I guess I killed one of the ghosts. Not sure which one or how, but apparently I did. Oh, come on, dude, what the hell was that bullet? That bullet almost went all the way up. Instead of curving to the sides like it went back up. Damn it. That's a very annoying pattern. Well, anything with curvy bullets is annoying. Absolutely anything. I keep getting cornered by those fairies. So, is doing this a good idea? No, because this kills the ghost. It's not a good idea to activate her. But whatever. I think that getting that mid-boss spirit anyways is very hard. I don't think I should bother. Only 2 points away from a power-up, come on. Another problem with trying to dodge patterns legitimately, that aside from obviously the danger of getting killed, is that you could pick up a spirit item you don't wanna pick up, and well, once you picked it up, there's not much you can do. You're stuck with it. At least that went relatively well. But I'm still afraid. Oh, I didn't pick up that bomb fragment, oops. I wish that the items that you get from a roar activation were auto-collected. Maybe it's too much to ask. Maybe it is. It could be. Was dangerous. You can still easily get suddenly killed by those things too. Okay. Might as well get that. I'm just picking up the cow. Even focusing so much on that favorite still takes a while to take her down. I know that it's not a buff shot, but still. Could have been killed very easily there. I thought this was a stage 3, god damn it. So to start thinking of the fact that some Kutaka patterns you can completely cancel pretty much. It's still stage 2. Honestly, I find it hard to differentiate between stage 2 and 3 when I'm not paying attention. They all have, well, they both have like very similar feelings. Well, feelings, that's not the right word. I mean that very similar feels, I guess. They should feel very similar. If I don't pick up that extra life, I'm gonna end up losing it. That will be worse than missing it when I do an activation. I use a lot of bombs there. That was very shitty. It's fine. It was also an unnecessary activation, but the fear was bigger. The fear of dying. Pattern is very annoying. Unless you can take down the fairies fast enough, there's not much you can do about it. At least Marisa's damage is still good, even when she's not in the wolf form. A cool save spot. I have no bombs here. I mean, that's not a problem, at least to get the mid-boss spirit. It's a problem simply because dying sucks, but when did it not suck? This pattern is different than the previous one. This one is same. I still have no bomb, by the way. I need to legitimately dodge this. I'm surprised I didn't die there. Like it's an extremely hard pattern, but I normally bomb in situations like that. I still don't have a bomb. There are a lot of items on the screen. Unfortunately, not many animal spirits, just item spirits. I don't know if they are supposed to be spirits, but whatever they are, there are lots of those. But now I got a bomb, and also those life fragments too. Nice. I got a shit ton of items on that activation. I'm gonna bomb this one. I mean, every time that you have a bomb, you kinda just wanna use it. And if I had one here, I can guarantee you I will use it. This is such an annoying ass pattern. Now I definitely have a lot of bombs. 5, in fact. It's a very big amount. The more bombs you have, the more you wanna use them. Yeah, a lot of times it's objectively not a good idea to bomb in the sense that it's not that hard of a pattern, but you can still die. Well, I guess objectively is not a good word to use for that. I mean, if you can save yourself, then it obviously is a good idea to bomb. I almost died to one of those. Almost. Camping there a good idea. I mean, you can also do it on the bottom, because those bullets being curvy mean that they are gonna get cancelled by the auto activation. It would have been nice to have the auto activation for this mid-boss though. But I don't. I have a bomb instead. Oh, I also got the... Pretty cool. I actually got the mid-boss spirit. Because when you bomb with Marisa right next to the... it still counts the graces. That's supposed to be the requirement for that one. That worked well. I think that Marisa... Well, Yomu can probably also get that one easily if she uses the Otter barrier. Or maybe not, I don't know. Yomu is so bad in this game that I don't think she can have an easy time at doing anything other than using wall. I got an activation. So here if I choose focus on dodging the green, I shouldn't have a problem with the red because it's gonna get cancelled. Okay. Nice. Eventually the bullets leave the screen, but I mean obviously, otherwise you will probably run out of memory. Want an activation here, even if it's a short one, it will be good enough. Well, shame that I'm gonna die to this spell card, but it's fine. Gotta make a sacrifice, you know. This spell card in reality is not extremely hard to do. The visibility is poor. So very easy to get it wrong. Well, so far, and I don't want to jinx it, the run is doing well. Maybe Marisa Otter is indeed the right idea here. Just remember to bomb when you might need it, like here, for example. Especially, I would have gotten spawn kill otherwise by those enemies coming from the side. It was a well-placed bomb. Oh, I don't have... Oops. I don't have resources to not die. But here it's better to not activate simply to get the... Actually, that's a good thing, because here I'm gonna get the spirit. It's actually a good idea. And here surviving this barrage is very easy. move to the side slowly like that. So you can pick all that shit up. I'm gonna activate, I'm gonna bomb, because otherwise it will hardly happen. And there are still so many items. Stage 5 basically gets filled with these things. No time to waste. You really want to have them all on screen. So I don't know how this activation will help against the Haniwa. The Haniwas, yeah, shoot way too fast. Like, the activation is useful against non-spells, but not really against these little things. But you can also choose Bomb Fest here. Wouldn't say it's a bad idea at all. Essentially, against this Haniwa, the only activation that could be remotely useful is the Wolf one. Simply because the damage is so high, and usually you have an area of effect to work with. And I almost got it. It should be enough to last for the remnant of the non-spell. I picked that up slightly too late. We're just bombing this shit though. Clearly. Not a second thought. I really don't think there is a single spell guard here where using anything other than Wolf will be the right idea. Alright, that's a lot of resources. This is a very brain-dead way to play. Bombing everything, I mean, it's what you have to do when you pick Otter. At least I reached stage 6. With an interesting amount of resources too. And with bombs. More importantly, bombs. For some good dodges. Getting the mid-boss thingy here is not easy at all. I think you're supposed to beat the pattern, but not like that. You're supposed to beat the pattern by exploding next to the boss. That's not easy to do at all. Not recommended, though I could have done that pattern better by instead of moving upwards, staying at the bottom. If I had stayed at the bottom, I think I would have dodged everything very easily. Oh, and this part becomes free when you use Otter. That's pretty nice. Well, Otter activation, rather. Otherwise it can be a little bit annoying. So I have 3 lives and 3 bombs. And this doesn't have a final spell that is as hard as the previous game, so this should be way more than enough. Alright. Create. Oh, this would have been so useful with an Otter activation. Like, you will cancel that immediately to the point that I probably should leave that Otter floating to pick it up. I'm gonna pick it up now, because otherwise she's gonna shoot a lot and I won't be able to dodge. Well, that didn't work as planned. Though, these non-spells, this part... Actually, no, this one... on Lunatic is actually quite hard. These are non-cancelable bullets. Non-cancelable, because otherwise... you could just beat that for absolute free. Okay, you can still deal damage with the bomb. No, you're not preventing me from doing that. Unfortunately, these bullets, you don't really cancel them with... by camping with Otter. Oh yeah, I'm not doing that. This Pelgar is extremely easy to die on. Okay, I'm not trying to die. But ironically, by bombing so much, I might end up causing my own doom. Hopefully not, but kinda looking like that. Oh, and this one, with this Aniwa warriors, you definitely want to bomb it. Because most of the damage here gets absorbed by that. Not when you master Spark, you know. When you master Spark, it's slightly different. Okay, this one don't go too high, because that's where it spawns. Should keep your distance here. This is safe distance. And if I had a full activation here, instead of like that one, oh, I still got the capture. It's a shame that I completely wasted that bomb, but this is already the final spell. Oh, no, it isn't actually. There is another one. Wait, here? Well, the problem is that cancelling here doesn't really work out that well. Because you're cancelling the ones that she ends up not shooting at you later. So, I mean, obviously cancelling helps. Well, this is free, basically. I got the run. Very convincingly. But yeah, that's because Otter, as I said, it's extremely brain dead. It's more brain dead with Reimu, believe it or not. Maybe not, I might be wrong about that, but I think with Reimu it manages to be even more brain dead than this. The thing about Reimu is that her bomb, I don't know if it lasts longer, maybe it doesn't last longer, but it's a bomb that, wow, I reach 1 billion. I think that's also the first time that I hit 1 billion. I guess Master Spark, maybe, okay, I might have been initially wrong. Maybe this is way more brain dead than Reimu then. Very good to find out. I still wouldn't say that it's a free victory if you don't know how the game minimally works, but that was very easy. I got one run where I struggled, like I think my first run today with this shot type, but then afterwards, complete destruction. Like not even close. And soon gives me a single congratulation. Doesn't say congratulations. It just says congratulations. That's fine. But yeah, that was surprisingly very easy. And I think the funniest thing is that trying this with Yomu, Otter, like the remaining Otter shot type, is probably gonna suck because Yomu sucks. Yomu really got done very dirty in this game. Aside from the Wolf variant that is good, like Eagle and Otter are terrible. I'm a Susanoo player. I still don't know what that means, but I remember him saying that. I also need to back up the replays, because as you can see, this one will clear them all. Like, well, clear them all, will fill all the slots, so I gotta do a backup right now. Well, yeah, right now, at this moment, because if I want to play the extra nets, I won't have enough room. I could delete the spell practice ones, but eventually, if I keep playing the game, I still will need to do something. Where was the Shanghai Alice in App Data Roaming Replay here? Okay, so you grab all these replays. What's the snapshot? Like a screenshot? You even... No, I don't think it's that. Right, where do I usually put the backups? Here, right? Okay. I didn't have a backup of 17, because I didn't, you know, field it before. Now I did. Alright, so it's backup and save. We can forget about that. So I guess I gotta do the extra now. Just that the extra I check, and I think I already have it with. I could have also checked the replays before backing up. My bad. Wait, extra is here? Yeah, this is extra. So, well, the problem is that, yeah, it's gonna say clear in all of them, no shit, but I think that's a no bomb. I should check my own list of videos, just to do it with a shot type that I don't have. And because I think that I do have it with Marisa Otter, a no bomb. Well, I think I pretty much have it with everyone, but if I do extra no bomb, I have it with Marisa V, so yeah, I have it with Marisa Otter, Yomu A, Marisa A, and Reimu A. So I could try it with Reimu V, I guess. Right? Reimu V, assuming you don't use bombs, it's actually very hard to use. Well, not very hard, it's still Reimu, but you don't get any advantage. I mean, normally I will do it with Marisa, but since I already got it, I think that it will be lame. Gonna do it with the Reimu V instead. Let's just see how it goes. In fact, I think I remember reading the comment I had for that no bomb, and essentially I say that doing this with Marisa was easy precisely because Marisa is stronger when she doesn't have any advantage. When she doesn't have the wolf or eagle advantage, and neither do Reimu, the superior shot type is Marisa. So yeah, this might be hard then, because I do know that I did get a no miss with this shot type. Was able to no miss, which is not hard considering how absolutely broken this shot type is. When you can use bomb, I mean. But yeah, when you cannot use bomb, this shot type kinda doesn't have anything going for it. I guess the auto aim. Hey, and it's certainly better than Yomu, obviously, but also I almost didn't mentalize that this is a no bomb, and I almost pressed the bomb button. My bad. Sometimes I get a... Oh, also, hold up. Another thing I should probably do, because yeah, doing it with spirit activation like this will make it very easy. This is not really hard to do it if you spirit activate like that. The problem is that it's hard to not spirit activate, but yeah. I didn't mean to, I meant to retry. It's hard, as I say, not because of the difficulty in itself of not having any specific roar. What's hard is not getting the spirits by accident. You can very easily get the spirits by accident. So essentially here, you want to not pick them up. But in fact, I think there is a category in this game that is called something like neutral roar only, because you're most likely gonna use a roar. I mean, at the same time, it's all a matter of nerfing yourself, because you could also just try not picking anything up and not even pick up the resources, because I don't think you can get resources otherwise. Though I have the feeling that the extra boss drops a full life in the middle of the fight, doesn't she? I think she does. Maybe I'm wrong. Hey, we're just gonna leave all those spirits fly. You just fly. Hey, I think that trying to not pick any spirits on this extra stage and also not bombing makes it very hard to beat. Again, which is the reason why I did it with Marisabi and not with this shot type. Wow, 1 point away from powering up, are you for real, dude? It's like you made it on purpose just to spite on me. Well, you can already see that I did pick up some spirits, but because otherwise you cannot move. And here, if I recall correctly, well, actually it doesn't matter. I was about to say, if you want to get the mid-boss spirit here, you need to dodge all of this from below the mid-boss. But it doesn't matter since I don't really care about spirit activation. This actually might be harder than I expected. If I put all those restrictions on me, like basically only limiting myself to neutral roar as much as possible. Because I remember the boss patterns not being hard with a couple of exceptions. Some of them were actually quite hard. This game has a spell practice, right? Yeah, it does. Oh, of course it has. I mean, I have a replay beating one of the spells, so obviously it does. So, with spell practice, well, at least I can practice the boss patterns. It probably will be necessary. So does Soon reuse that background for Touhou 19? I have a feeling that he does. And while it's supposed to happen in the same place, it's hell. I'm not sure if it's the exact same sprite, might be a different one. There's so much shit on the screen. It's kinda funny. I got a neutral roar. And an extra dive, right? Okay. I didn't pick up the life fragments there like I wanted. So this spell card using Reimu is actually a lot easier than using any other character, assuming you don't care about the mid-boss spirit, and I don't, so that makes it easy because you can just auto-aim your way out of it. That's very... Those bullets are a little bit bright. It's not like I have the brightness in my monitors set too high or anything like that. They are simply that bright, you know? With that bullet density, it was bound to happen. Actually, the bullet density here is only a little bit exaggerated. To mention, they don't really have any pattern in particular. But the one thing that I can do here is pick up at least. Well, actually, I could clear the screen. Just realized. Probably the best idea to do during that. Alright, so here we have Saki. I might be wrong, but for what I remember, Saki non-spells were absolutely free. Her spell cards, some of them were very easy. Some others not so much. We will see. Oh. Huh. I did not remember that. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool spell. Well, there is a reason why this is pretty much my favorite character from the more modern Touhou games. That's a lot of pretty cool stuff. She looks pretty cool. And her theme, aside from Beast Metropolis, I think it's the best one in the game. Beast Metropolis is on a whole nother level. Now, this Spellguard seems not easy to react to because the lasers come all from different directions. I mean, the ones that are the problem are the ones that come from the side. At least the gap is very wide. So it's not as terrible as it might initially seem. At least she drops a lot of power with each spell card, so even if you die, you're probably gonna be at full power for a while. Here I will have to pick up a spirit even if I don't want to. So I guess that I'm dodging the spirits quite well, all things considered. It's relatively similar to Subterranean Sun from Touhou 11. The final spellguard in the game. Well, in that game, I mean. I'm gonna... Oh. I got a neutral activation. It also means getting the life fragments. The bomb fragments are completely worthless, of course. Nice. I'd like to pick up a... Well, actually any spirit will do to neutral activate here. You will do. And if I survive until the end, I get an extra life. Well, an extra life. Get a life fragment, to be precise. Which is right there. Oh, how was this one? I don't kinda remember what the logic of this one was. Oh, the bullets, okay, they all get shot at the end. I thought that they were gonna be shot faster, but Reimu makes that spell also a lot easier. Simply because... well, she can auto-aim. Actually, that's one spell it does very well, and this non-spell is hard. Maybe her hardest non-spell. Was this the Black Pegasus? Yeah. This is the Saint Seiya reference. The Black Pegasus Ryusaken or something like that. So, now that I'm seeing... I don't think she's dropping an extra life. Maybe I misremember that part. She doesn't seem very interested in giving me that. That's a weird spell too. Weird and very hard to dodge actually. Also not doing very good on the... Oh, I didn't mean to activate. Come on. I just randomly went up. You decided to activate. But randomly. It's not like I randomly went up, but I didn't go up with the intention of activating. Though I don't think this run is gonna go anywhere anyways. I'm very low on health. Rainbow will probably also do better in this specific pattern. Promise that the survival comes next, and the fact that I had a replay exclusively of beating the survival gives me a bad feeling, because it makes me gives me the feeling that it was actually hard to beat. I still died to this one though. I do remember the final spell card being pretty much free, but I need to practice that survival. Oh, I didn't realize it still say ghost. I thought it got removed after the demo, but no, he still insists on calling the ghost a ghost, or whatever you pronounce that. So the survival. What was the survival? I'm curious. But you can actually... Wait, you can actually kill something here, so... I mean, it's a survival, but... you can still deal damage to someone. So what happens if you don't do damage at all? What happens if you just try not shooting? Is that gonna become an explosion? Yes. Not a big one, but I'm pretty sure it later becomes a big one. You can also kill them like this, actually. Not a bad idea. I kill them as they go down. Because at least so far the pattern... So the less they are left on screen, I think the more bullets they shoot. And if I let them live, it will be a disaster, wouldn't it? Yeah, kinda. Okay, so I think what the problem of this spell card was towards the end. Like, towards the end it becomes extremely crowded. I think that's the difficulty, because the pattern is very straightforward. It's very clear what you're intended to do. Also, another interesting thing is that those rings are not aimed. Those are random. So it's not as easy as simply staying in one place. Oh, and at some point, if you try taking them all down, it's hard. Taking them all down is not gonna happen. Unless it's like the first wave. I also remember there being a bug in this survival. Like, either if you die or if you bomb, the boss becomes vulnerable and you can actually end the survival without surviving. I think that's what happened. Which is pretty funny. Very nice bug. Well, if it is by bombing, it's useless, but if it is by dying, and assuming I reach this far with a life left on stock, that will be immensely useful. I mean, it will kind of feel like cheating, but I mean, I don't know, maybe you should visualize your code better soon. But by visualize I mean test. I don't know why I use the word visualize. Yeah, I guess at the end they kinda overlap, but hold up. It's not the only one I wanna practice. Was it this one? The one with yellow and red bullets? Yeah, right? This one... This is extremely random. One of those spells that could go super well or could go super badly. And it's all down to RNG. It's an extremely random spell, like there's no logic to it. You just gotta get lucky, that's the... Well, that one was a bad dodge, but... What if you stay in the corner like this? That's... Well, she also moves. I mean, on top of the already existing bullet RNG, she moves around, making the pattern different too. It is an extremely random spell, guys. This is probably the only one that I will need to save lives for. That and I guess the survival. The final one, I'm pretty sure it was free, but I want to see it again just to make sure. Wanna see. Final one here. Like, this one is supposedly free, theoretically. I don't remember anything hard about this spell guard. Am I really wrong? I mean, usually all final spell cards from extra stages have something that make them very hard. But I feel like it was not the case here. Partly because the bullets are so slow. And maybe I'm speaking too soon. That's never a good thing. Essentially, the bullets are arrowheads of different colors, different speeds, and also those like rice bullets as well. Well, and more rice bullets later. Actually, those are a different type. Okay, it can get hard at the end, but as it usually is the case. It's a very slow spell guard, but it also takes a very long time to be done, just like it's usual. This run might be a problem. This run, when you try to not get any non-neutral spirit activation, like this could take a very long time to do. I mean, that's fine. I don't really mind. That here also feels like those yellow bullets have a very random direction, and it's very easy to focus on them and not focus on the first ones. Yeah, this will be hard actually. Well, not like it's a problem that it's gonna be hard. This one shouldn't be a problem. I just grab a random one, but I should instead just do like regular runs. I don't think this is a good position to be in. It's whatever. If anything, this spell card might be pretty much the easiest one for Reimu. If anything, it's a pain in the ass to everyone else. But not to Reimu. What was this one? I just want to more or less be ready to know what I need to expect. This one, I cannot really tell if it's random or not. It's like the star patterns are static in the sense that they are aimed at you, but the relation between the yellow and red stars seems to be static, I think. Seems that way. Well, this one was... No, this was the one with the glowy orb. This one is the random one. Alright, so hold up. The first one is fine. You can still get randomly killed, but it's more or less fine. This one is... right... No, lightning... lightning what? Oh, it's the one with the lasers, okay. Then you have... I don't know what that one is, actually. Which one is this one? Yeah, this one should also be fine. Again, mostly because of the speed of the bullets. The bullets are going very slow. Well, not the arrowheads are not actually, but the red bullets are very slow. I think that you can mostly deal with that fine. And then Beast Epidemic. Something about Beast Epidemic. Again, what was this one? Well, this one I really... I was paying more attention to the items here than the spell card itself when I did it in the run. And having Reimu being able to auto-aim here, I guess, makes the spell card not that big of a deal. The hardest thing about this spell card, I think, are the bullets that go off the screen and they will still make it back. So if you think that you are safe, you might not be. So the last one I want to practice is this one. It's the one with the glowy orbs. The problem with this one is that she has a lot of health. That's an exaggerated amount of health. And that thing is big. And I don't know exactly what the hitbox of that thing is. It's hard to tell. At least you can mostly just focus on the blue bullets. Because that red one, like, you already know that it's aimed at you. And you only need to worry when it's next to you. Okay, that's not that hard. I guess I did it wrong when I did the actual run by trying to use the auto-aim. Everything else seems fine though. I could practice this one more time just in case. It's the one with the lasers. But mostly because of the side lasers. Like, all of these lasers are free, but the side lasers you kinda have to guess. Because unless you have a computer brain, you're not gonna know where the intersection of lasers is gonna happen. You will have to be right next to one of the lasers to know at least where one of them is gonna get to. But you won't know where the other one will land. Yeah, I feel like this one also depends a little bit on luck. Well, we will try again. Yeah, I might not be able to get this extra run after all. At least if I put myself all these limitations. Like, obviously if I do auto activation I'm winning easily. but I don't want to do that. It's not much different from bombing in concept, at least. It will be a no-bomb run, but it will be a little bit of a whack one. Same time, doing a neutral activation is definitely necessary if you want to get extra lives. Like, you have to, you cannot avoid it. So I was also wrong about the fact that the boss gave you an extra life. I don't know I don't know how I made that up. Is there any extra boss? Maybe it's the one in Touhou 19 that I mean 18. The one that does that. Actually not sure, but it might be. In 18 that the no, but I feel I'm just making it up. I mean, I know that Mima in Touhou 2 gives you an extra life. So that's not even an extra boss. At least I got an extra life after pretty much losing them all. This is not a good run by definition, but I think that it's still worth to practice a little bit, you know. I don't even know what killed me. What of all of that killed me? If you actually try to purposely go for neutral activation, picking up life fragments is not a problem in itself. What's a problem is when you die and you lose lives, you know? You can pick all the fragments you want, but you're still losing lives. Like, the lives that you're getting for like extra, you're essentially losing them anyway. And this part with this bullet spam, I think that it's pretty hard to avoid dying. Like, you are most likely dying here. At least once. I don't think you can avoid it. The good thing is that the bomb fragments are worthless, so every time you see one, it's safe to pick it up to get the activation, you know. I guess if it becomes too hard, I can simply do the run but activating Otter. Like, I would particularly mind to do that anyway. So I could activate here, for example. I think the biggest issue is that the mid-boss here is not really very free. Unlike other extra stages where the mid-boss is usually not an issue at all, this mid-boss has quite a lot of randomness to it. And more than randomness in this Belgar, for example, is the fact that you have to dodge from every direction, pretty much. Good luck with that. I don't really remember what strategy there was to dodge this Belgar exclusively on the bottom side of the screen. Obviously it's possible, and I did it a couple times, but oh, unfortunately I'm gonna get the auto activation here. No matter what you do, differently from UFO, it's not like you can suddenly lose the things you have. When you have 3, even if you die, even if you do anything, you will get the activation, no matter what. Like that. We will see how it goes. I don't really feel like resetting, so not to mention that canceling the bullets in that pattern is not really that useful. It will be more useful in this one. Not to mention the bullets are also slow, so you probably will cancel any of them that come close to you without much trouble. I'm just gonna pick them all up. Almost died there. There are some instances where you can get very lucky with the positioning of the bullets. Those side lasers, it's basically just a matter of praying. It reminds me of Touhou 15 in that one of the sections in stage 4 where regular enemies do something very similar. Oh, I got the eagle activation, really. I feel like at least the eagle activation is, you know, more acceptable than the otter one. Because the otter one cancelling bullets make it very similar to, well, to a bomb, while activating eagle or wolf is basically just a damage increase. Obviously, just is simplifying it a little bit too much, because it is extremely useful, obviously. But, you know. was pretty risky. I also don't know if the roar break is what's essentially is a bomb, but if you get hit, it's not like you can avoid it. Though right there, I also like kinda went too far unnecessarily. I didn't have the need to do what I did. Can I dodge this? Yes. Usually the ones facing, well, the ones that are at the bottom of the screen tend to just be the ones that are gonna aim downwards anyways. Sometimes it's hard to visualize the stars here. Not that simple. Also could have auto-collected all of that to get full power, and I didn't. I'm surprised that a life fragment hasn't showed up in a long time, you know? I will need one more. Oh, this Spellgar. This Spellgar is a roulette. I gotta play roulette with this Spellgar. No life fragments whatsoever. Pretty weird, if you ask me. There is one thing that Roar does, regardless of if it's neutral or not. That is that it makes the background darker, and it actually makes dodging a lot easier. It actually makes dodging something doable in a lot of cases where the visual clarity is not very high, you know. So we already get to the survival. So how much am I gonna die at the survival is my question. Because with this amount of resources, you will think that this is enough to win. Most likely. I think I also remember in one of those runs that I wanted to do like only neutral activation, that the hard part is in this non-spell, since these things just not, they don't leave the screen, they are supposed to move. And see, for example, there I got an activation that I didn't want, which is fine, but it wouldn't have been fine if it was a run that I wanted at neutral only, and that wasn't neutral. So the fact that it wasn't neutral, it's complete luck, because I didn't really look what I was collecting, you know? I didn't look at it at all. I might have popped, yeah, no, it's fine. The problem at this point is how much the red and the purple bullets overlap. And then the final one, you're just supposed to stay in the middle, right? Actually, I don't think you are. No, or you are, yes, because you cannot break this. I think, actually, one of them should. So you can actually break them if you want. Well, that's interesting. Well, this run is definitely gonna be good enough, though. I really would have preferred to not have either a non-neutral activation as well as not doing a roar break, but I mean, honestly, that seems like more trouble than what's worth. Again, not because of the difficulty of not having the powers from the roars, but rather the difficulty of purposely dodging them. That's the reason why I don't think it's worth doing them. I actually captured the final one here as well. Capture both the survival and the final one. I mean, I could try it again to see if I get another run that, you know, with only neutral activation, but I don't know if I'm gonna bother, honestly. Well, another thing I could try is Yomu Otter in the main game, see how she performs, but I feel like that's gonna be even more painful. So I feel like if there's anything I wanna try again is that, like this time with no, like only neutral activation. As I say, it will be a pain in the ass. And if the time comes to end the stream and I didn't get it, I'm not gonna lose sleep for not being able to do it, right? Like the other run will be good enough. The no roar break is a different story though. That is something that is legitimately hard to do because it's not like you can control whether you're gonna get hit or not, right? And the roar activation will happen whether you like it or not. Neutral or not, it will happen, so... I mean, theoretically it is possible to not activate a single roar in the whole stage. Well, the problem with that is that you also have to... Well, you cannot get extra lives. Because as you can see, there is not a single extra life that you get outside of a life or life fragment that you get outside spirits. So you are not getting it, pretty much. No matter what you do. I fucked up. So eventually, unless obviously you go for a no miss no bomb, it's kinda necessary to activate roar simply to get extra lives. Well, also if you are good enough, I guess you can beat the stage only with the amount of lives that you currently have. Well, you currently have that you start by default, you know. You could do that. It will be possible, but very hard. Because you only have two, essentially you're only allowed to die twice. That's something that I did in some extra stages. Well, in fact, in one extra stage I managed to only die once. So that's pretty good. But on this one, to only die twice, I mean, I probably could do it, honestly, but will require practice. Probably more than I'm willing to do. But whatever. What's a roar break? That was a dead. Yeah, I don't mind roar break because, as I said, avoiding roar breaks is very hard. Okay, half of those dodges were pure luck. I'll tell you that. You probably already figured it out. Those were pure luck, don't worry about it. I did not see that bullet, legitimately. I just didn't see it. I don't think that run is gonna happen. Well, that run, I mean this run. I think that with the no bomb that I already got, I should be happy enough. But hey, see, the thing is, if this run manages to happen, it's because it will be a fantastic run, because I will be close to perfecting Saki. You know? If I manage to have this run get to the end, that will be an insane run. But the chances of that happening are very low. Wow, nice ult. So I wouldn't count it. Not to mention, how many extra lives can I even get? One? I think you have... I think you only get 3 fragments during the fight, right? So yeah. But even if you go for it, will still be only 1 more extra life that I could get. Did I pick anything? Oh, I didn't pick shit. I think I will have to pick up those fragments as regular souls, and I don't want them to disappear, you know. I mean, if I capture this spell gun, it shouldn't be hard to do so. I think that's the last extra life you're allowed to get. Because that fragment that you see flying around there, I think is the last one you get. Might be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. Nice dead on this spell card even. Good shit. Well, that didn't work. I'm gonna try a couple more times, but I think with the run that I got earlier, I'm good. Again, not like I have anything else to try right now. The idea of trying Yo movie becomes less appealing the more I think about it. Because essentially, how will I even deal damage? Yeah, I can bomb obviously, and I will be able to protect myself by using the... You know. But by using the other activation, like, sure. But... That just counts for protection, but for damaging, what will I even do? I will just pray to the opponent that it doesn't, like it just kills itself. Aside from doing that, I don't think I have much to do at all. here I'd rather not pick anything up. This spell carries... I mean, it's not super hard, but it's just there, right? It's in a level that is not what you would call hard, but it's annoying enough to be a problem. Nice. Not nice. Damn it, this fucking spell card is killing me so much. Actually unbelievable. But it will kill me this many times. It reminds me that on the previous run I got the roar activation here, the otter one. And the otter activation is completely useless in that pattern. I mean, yes, you're gonna delete the bullets, but you know, you could just dodge them. That works good enough as well. I mean, with bullets that slow and with a density that is also very low, unlike this one, this is a very high bullet density. Alright, it's like a good amount of resources. Well, I mean, it's 2 lives instead of 0. Obviously it's better. But then I still don't know how many life fragments you get in this fight. I really have no clue. You cannot move too much when the bullets stop. Damn it, come on. The moment I get good resources, I die to this spell guard. Classic. Unfortunately. As much as I would like to auto-collect to get all the power items, it doesn't really work that way. Because you get shot immediately, like the mid-boss, well, mid-boss, what am I saying? This is the boss. the boss doesn't wait for you to auto-collect, just shoot. I'm full power now. I'd like to pick the life fragment right now, but you know, it's not close to me. At least we're getting the life fragments now. Better than nothing. We'll have done a neutral activation here. Not like it's a hard non-spell to hit. That this spell carries, even if it's not hard. The fact that Rainbow wants to do it without aiming is the issue. I almost didn't pick up those life fragments. Uh-oh. I don't think I can get another extra life right now, right? It is as many as you're gonna get. in a spell card like this where you're supposed to move around, a little bit hard not to collect spirits at all. Oh, that's bad. Okay, I survived. Good. So I might get hit by this non-spell. I think this is legitimately the hardest non-spell in the fight. So I'm not dealing any damage because I'm not even lined up properly to her. Okay, now I am. This is a very hard non-spell, like holy shit. Yeah, at this point the game stops giving you life fragments. Even if you capture, I think in fact, I don't even know if capturing spell cards here even changes the reward at all. It might not even do that. So I'm not sure. Oh, fuck this spell card. Let's pray to the RNG gods that they might bless me here. Well, I guess they did bless me, alright. Like when the RNG gods bless me. That's very nice of them. I got a neutral roar. And considering the insane amount of spirits going on, it's a blessing that I got a neutral one. Alright. Here comes the survival. And there is so much shit on the screen right now. Actually crazy. Almost mind-blowing how much shit can fit on the screen at a time. You can see that a lot of it can fit. The problem with this survival is you know that as long as you stay at the bottom of the screen, you are not gonna pick up any spirit at all. But the issue is that here you cannot stay at the bottom of the screen to dodge this spell card. So you will pick up spirits against your will. The other... Oh, that sucks. Are you kidding me? Getting the activation like that is so... Fuck that, though. This is gonna go against me. Aren't you gonna... Okay, never mind. It almost went against me, but damn, that sucks. Like, right at the end you get the auto activation, and I couldn't have avoided it, I'm pretty sure. Huh. Well, it didn't really do anything in terms of saving me or not. But it's really frustrating. You try to do a specific run and you don't. Whatever, it didn't really matter that much. I almost... But I cannot really say I almost got the survival because that's not true. I mean, I die at the part that is expected. right? It expects you to die. Wow, I almost died at the last one there. I think that that's the best run I'm gonna get today anyway, so I'm fine with it. Just a shame that it activated there at the end, but it's whatever. I'll take it. But yeah, that other one had more activations, but I guess I'll stay with this one, you know? I did like that one. Well, the other one did have the survival capture. Is that the first time I captured survival in the game? No, I did it with Marisa. I feel like this was using the bug. I mean, according to this, I did get it with Marisa. Well, whatever. That will be it for me for today, though. I guess to continue the streak, tomorrow will be Touhou 18. So in Touhou 18, there are so many different options that you can do that it's hard to tell, you know, what runs to do, but I'll figure that out tomorrow. So yeah, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream, so have a good one and take care.